So, hello everyone. Hi Lisa, thank you for joining. We are doing college conversations, and today we're doing college conversations from the comfort of this car. Can you hear me? Hello Nikki, hello Mickey, hello. Hello Aaron, what's up you beautiful beast? Hello Rob Cunningham, hope you're well. That's very kind of you. So we're chatting to AFDA today on college conversation. So if you have anything to say, to ask, to do with AFDA, stay tuned. If you don't, stay tuned. Let's gig. We're just waiting for AFDA to join us, and then we're gonna chat to them. Stunning, we're chatting to two students from AFDA, and we're also chatting to Mr. David Dennis, who is also my lecturer. Mr. David Dennis, how are you doing?
I'm fabulous as ever.
That's good. I'm glad. We're in the car. I'm busy driving. Well, I'm not driving. Reg is driving, but
Reg smiling benignly, or
yes. Hello to Mr. Dennis.
Hi,
Reg.
Mr. Dennis.
Anyway, Mr. Dennis, thank you very much for joining us on College Conversations. I'm so sorry the signal's a bit weird right now. It was perfect, and now it's just a little bit weird. So I'm just going to carry on. I hope you can hear me. Mr. Dennis, we're talking to you today because you are obviously the head of the department at AFDA. And we're on College Conversations. We're having a chat with the people who are in charge of different institutions across South Africa, because obviously some students or some prospective students want to do a little bit of a virtual tour, a virtual chat with those people, because obviously COVID has made it a little difficult to do school visits and site visits. So we're chatting to you about AFDA, and I'd love to know, Mr. Dennis, tell us about AFDA and the qualifications that you could potentially receive if you studied at AFDA.
AFDA, as it is known, it's 25 years in its existence now. Started out as an academy, film making academy, okay? And gradually the acting department was expanded into a full live performance school, into a more fully fledged degree course. And it also includes a music performance department. So the live performance school is currently made up of a music performance school, which is the singer-songwriter combination, a la, Idols, that sort of thing.
Yes.
And an acting course, okay?
Amazing.
That is the one degree course, is the BALP, Bachelor of Arts in Live Performance. Then, of course, there is the standard one, the long-established BA in Motion Picture, which will include both filmmaking and television.
Okay.
And, of course, more recently now, we have now passed our third year in terms of the BCom course, in terms of business entrepreneurship and innovation. So, and it's expanding. The AFDA offer is expanding into a post, PG DIP course. There's the MFA, and so it's broadening. It also has a higher certificate in film production and technical. And this year we started a higher certificate course in performing arts. The higher certificate courses are exit level, they're 1 year. And the BA degree obviously is 3 years.
Okay, that's amazing. Tell me, how are you prepping your students for the industry though?
Well, this is an applied degree. It's a very practical course, and its outcomes are all based in project work. So all of the theory inputs, all of the conceptual studies, everything relates to the development and the formation of concepts in terms of the arc, the production cycle, in terms of creating a project, either in a television product, a film product, a music product, and a stage performance product. Okay. So it's all geared towards the project and to creating that and exhibiting it, obviously, and marketing it to the public.
Amazing. With that said, so if I was a prospective student and wanted to go and study at AFDA, and is there accommodation for students available if we managed to get into AFDA and we were studying there? You were saying that there's unfortunately no accommodation for students.
Correct.
Okay.
But we will be able to put you in touch with people nearby, that are obviously, we're not just going to be pushing you on to any old institution. They obviously have to have been vetted, and they need to have their bona fides in order.
Yes. So obviously, so you offer assistance in finding accommodation.
Yeah, there will be brochures, etc., available from our reception, from our registry and marketing people, and student affairs, of course. Okay, so there are places to consult, to ask for this information. Just incidentally, Weslee, we will have a open day on the Saturday, the 3rd of October. So stand by for that, and I think it will be broadcast via Facebook. So that will take you on a virtual tour of the Durban Campus. Just remember there is also a Cape Town campus, a Durban campus, and a PE campus.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize there was a PE campus, but I did know that there were the other 3. That's really cool.
Yeah, so we've expanded to 4.
Amazing. Are there any study grants available? Because I've been asking the other institutions if they are. And if they are, what's the process in trying to receive one?
I think I would be correct in saying that generally speaking, one wouldn't, unless you're very lucky, to get a study grant or a bursary straight off the bat in your first year. If obviously you have passed with a matriculation exemption and very good marks, that may well be possible. But you would have to have completed at least 1 year's study, or in the course of a 1 year study, and we would have to evaluate your results, etc., or any other institution that would offer such a bursary would have to evaluate those results, and on the basis of your first year, you may then stand the chance to get a bursary or a grant into your second year. And there are a variety of places that one can apply.
Sorry about that. That's amazing. Mr. Dennis, I know that you've organized for students to sit in on this interview as well, so that we could get a little bit of their perspective. And I know that Justin Jacobs and Jody, is it Werner?
Jody Werner.
Jody Werner. So they've decided to join you, and that's really wonderful. And if we could move over to one of them, Justin or Jody, actually, let's chat to Justin. And we will get back to you in a moment. Hi, Justin. How are you doing?
Hi, Weslee. Well, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for joining us on College.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
So wonderful. I want to get straight into it. You're in AFDA at the moment, aren't you?
No, I am a exiting student of 4 years already. So I have my BA Honours in Live Performance,
Okay, amazing. Straight into it, what makes AFDA different to any other live performance colleges around South Africa?
Wow. First of all, a lot of your universities, especially the big 5 in South Africa, focus more on the theory. And then when you get into your third year, you do get into your practical examinations where you do apply what you've been taught. But in AFDA, it's from the word go. Since I was in first year, once obviously you sit in class, you get the theory perspective of everything that you've been taught. You then have projects that you put everything you've learned in place. So in first year, we've started performing. I did my BA in music performance under live performance, and we sang from the word go. Every week there was vocal training, every week there was a performance happening at the Red Roof Theatre to build you as a performer. Behind the scenes, technical speaks, we also taught how to do sound, how to do lighting, how to do stage production, how to do directing, all of that in music. Amazing. So from first year, the first month, we were already taught about everything.
And tell me something. So did you have to audition to get into the college?
Yes, the only school that has the audition at AFDA at the moment is the music department, because for obvious reasons, like you have to have intonation to hear.
Imagine,
it's just not
music, but
can't hear anything like that. So weird. So we had an examination to get into the school. It comprised of 3 sections. Obviously, you have to audition with a song of your choice. After that, you were just asked the basic amount of questions of when you studied music. Do you have any background on it? What do you know? And then the third part of the exam was to Heidi would play on the keys, and then you'd have to just sing so she knows where your intonation is. And then from there, they'll tell you where you are standing as, if you have any prior music knowledge, what could be beneficial to you. And if you don't, the nice part of the music department that AFDA is, they teach you from the word go. So the foundation is laid from first year up until your third year, where we have a grade 5 music theory practical that we do always. So when you leave AFDA, you already have some sort of footing in the industry in terms of reading, in terms of writing, in terms of knowing how to perform. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, with that said, it's So what sort of industry experience do students get? Because you're speaking a lot about applied learning.
Okay, so
is there work integrated learning? Is there industry experience, or is it sort of like
yeah.
you're not allowed to touch the industry?
No.
Get a degree?
The nice part of when I was in first year, second, and third year, my lecturers Kunrad Raal, who left now, Heidi Edlam, who's still here, are two of the most prolific members of the music industries in South Africa. She's the CEO of the Guma Awards. And from first year, we got taught how to work on the Guma Awards. So she used us to do stage managing, to be part of the performances. And in third year, we got the opportunity to sing with Joe Black when he won all the awards at the Guma Awards that year.
Yes.
And we got to perform with him, and we've been taught how to be in the industry, how to do things, and they encourage you to also do your own things. They introduce you to so many artists, so many people who teach you how to read, how to write, and everyone that we get that teaches us is from the industry themselves, and they are active members in the industry. So you get jobs through them, you get connection through them. You're always in the know of what's happening in the industry at the moment. And through that, when you do go into the industry, you are packed, you're ready. And Heidi would always say she wants to make you a one-stop shop. So with that, you know how to do everything from sound,
Yes.
from lighting, from directing, from singing to performing to teaching, and obviously, being the best that you can be.
I mean, with that said, what can students expect to get out of the course? Because you mentioned one-stop shop.
Yeah.
So what?
So the things that students can get out of the course, they can expect, first of all, to is he still there?
I am. I'm here.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes,
We get taught music theory from various people who are big in the industry at the moment. So we get taught from level 1 to grade 5 how to read, how to write music. We get taught how to use the software called Logic Pro, which allows you to make music, to produce. So we get taught the producing side of music as well. We get taught how to do sound and lighting on the theater that we have on the campus at the moment. We then get taught how to direct, how to do our own photo shoots. We get taught how to do our own stage performances, makeup and art and movement and everything. We get taught in the course as well. So when you get onto the stage, it's an entire broad scope. They look at your look, how you perform, your voice and movement. We have all those classes every week happening. How to use your skills.
Of skills.
Yeah. And we can say, and I'm lucky to have this experience, that the music department at AFDA, I think, is the most difficult, because you get taught everything that film school teaches you and television teaches you, because you're able to direct your own craft, you're able to put your show together. And at third year level, you get to do your own album launch, which is the most amazing thing that I've ever experienced, where the school puts you in touch with people who do produce in the industry, who produce for Sony and stuff, and they come and they work with you. They have a graphic design company working on your album art with you. They do photo shoots for you, and then they do one night of where you can perform and showcase your talent to the entire AFDA, to your parents, inviting people. And that's where most of our famous guys in the music department has made it big, because Sony has come to some of the performances, Universal has, some of them have been signed. So it's amazing. Yeah.
Do me a favor, pass the phone over to Jody. Let's have a chat with Jody for a bit.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Weslee.
Thank you. We'll say our goodbyes in a moment. Oops. Dennis and his mom. Hi Jody, how are you?
Great, and yourself, sir?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. Jody, where is your specific college situated?
I am in Johannesburg, South Africa. I nearly said Kempton Park. We are in Auckland Park in Johannesburg.
Auckland Park in Johannesburg. We know that there's a PE campus, as Mr. Dennis mentioned. We know there's a Durban campus and a Cape Town campus. And I wanted to ask, what subjects do you take?
I am doing my BA in Honours in Live Performance.
Live performance?
Yes.
Can anyone study? Okay. Can anyone study at your institution without any training?
Yes. I am fortunate enough to say that I did have training aside from AFDA beforehand. It was very short, very small workshops here and there. But coming to AFDA has actually given me a lot more than those workshops could have. I think also just with the time and also getting to know the institution, as well as applying and studying here at AFDA as a whole. So not really a need to have prior training to come to AFDA, because from day one here and first year, you're set, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're getting taught acting by Mr. Dennis, I was taught acting by Mr. Dennis.
Indeed, yes.
I mean, it's the best in the biz, ladies and gents.
Really, really is, yes.
Tell me something. What is a normal day for a student that goes to AFDA like?
Okay, so a normal day is basically a 9 to 5. You come to AFDA, you're coming to work every day. So it is at times incredibly hectic on your schedule, but at times at the end of it all, it's very rewarding. So typical days, you come in, there's your first class in the morning, which is about 3 hours with 15-minute intervals in between each hour. And then there's the 1 hour break time. After that, you have your second session. So for me specifically, the day would be more morning, and then, okay, I think.
No, so sorry about that.
No, it's totally cool.
And do you work Monday to Sunday? Do you work Monday to Friday? Like, what are there rehearsal processes and things like that?
Yes. So the normal after week is Monday to Friday, but when it comes to practical examinations, assessments, and just wanting to hone your craft a little bit more, you can book overtime during the weekend. So there is a booking process for you to come in and do your own rehearsals for your shows, for your theatre productions, for your exams. So you can book a venue, or even at times if you need to switch from one to the other, you need to book 2 venues. You can come do that on a Saturday and certain times on a Sunday. Yes.
And tell me something, one last question before we wrap up. I just wanted to know, like, how often do you get lecturers that come in and give you workshops and things like that that are from the industry? Or is it only the lecturers that you have in class?
So we do have very grand opportunities to have lecturers from outside come in and give us quick workshops. The biggest one was we had last year. We had an agency head come in and tell us what the needs are to get an agency and to get signed to an agency, as well as we had a representative from Art Theatre come through and gave us the after experience of when doing theatre productions and marketing, approaching investors for all of that. It was really, really insightful. It was great to understand everything that happens outside, because AFDA can teach you so much from what our own lecturers here know, and them themselves being industry professionals working at an institution. The world does evolve around us. So everything that happens outside without the knowledge of students and lecturers still comes to AFDA, which is godsend. Yeah.
Now, tell me something quickly, but before we wrap this up, I just wanted to know, if we wanted to get hold of AFDA on the social, what are your handles? Can we do that?
So here on this lovely platform, Instagram, we have at afda.co.za. On our Facebook page, I'm pretty sure it's just AFDA School of Motion Picture Medium. I'm not sure if we have a Twitter.
That's okay.
And just the website as well, afda.co.za. Every bit of information is up there as well.
Amazing. Jody and Justin, thank you so much for joining us. If I could speak to Mr. Dennis for 2 seconds.
Cool.
Thank you.
Hello there, Weslee. I hope they said all the right things.
They said all the most amazing things, and thank you so much for agreeing to chat to us about your institution. I'd love to come and see the institution and see you there at some point. I'll email you.
Yes, that would be lovely. It's always welcome. Visitors are always welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dennis. If we wanted to get more information from you specifically, are you available to email? Can we email you, or is there a process that a person would need to follow?
Yes, absolutely. You know, we have a social media officer, we have a marketing department. Justin, who you just spoke to, has actually joined our team in the registry as a student affairs officer. So, yes, so there are a number of people you can get a hold of. As Jody was saying, there are Twitter accounts, there's Instagram accounts, there's Facebook pages, and then the website, etc. So any number of, in terms of the new social media platforms will be available to contact AFDA, as well as each individual campus, and all their details will be well advertised on the AFDA website.
Amazing. Mr. Dennis, thank you so much for joining us with us in the chat. Sorry about those technical glitches we had, but I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. It's nice to see you out and about, getting some sun.
Yes. Have a good day.
Good luck to you
Cheers.
both, and take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. We're chatting to Mr. David Dennis of AFDA and Jody and Justin about their experiences with AFDA for college conversations. So if you want to join AFDA, if you want to get in hold of them, you want to prospective students and find out about them, go ahead and check on their website, www.afda.co.za, and give them a go. Thank you for joining College Conversations with me, Weslee Lauder. I'm so sorry about the terrible signal. Do you know what? Stay stunning. Lots of love. Bye.